Ramble.
Thank you to Best Fiends, BetterHelp, Audible, and Native for sponsoring today's episode. Those are handsome pants.
Thank you.
They're looking nice, Keith.
And then I remembered I had this green turtleneck. They're different greens, but I think they're okay together.
You really love being monochromatic.
I try to be. But I also had a black turtleneck, but that felt like too polished. And I also thought at that time I was going to be wearing brown boots.
You definitely have a beatnik, like a beat poetry, but not actually former beatnik. Like you were a beat poet, but now you're doing
Library stuff.
You work at a library now.
I do library stuff. I hang out at the library. I do a lot of transcription of things into digital.
I bet you know what would look fucking hot with these pants?
What? Big clown shoes.
Yeah.
A black t-shirt, but like one of those really nice black t-shirts that like Dwayne The Rock Johnson buys where you're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, and then we see how ripped you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have the physique.
You don't
for
know
it.
that.
I do.
You don't know
You're
that.
looking big. The shoulders are looking broad.
I'm looking big, but I don't think it's muscle based.
You think the shirt's tight?
We did 2 eat the menus in a month, which is something I try not to do. Never good. Both of them were chain restaurants, so they were large, salty menus. And then it was Valentine's Day, so I had to have me some Outback.
Had
I've lots of bad eating, and Becky's gone for these 2 days.
Where is she?
She's working down in Palm Springs, and so that means Keith's eating everyone's leftovers from Outback for 3 days.
Oh no!
Because I just don't want to cook. We've been shooting. I had a big long chores day yesterday. Last thing I want to do is cook for myself. So I ate some leftovers that
I feel
Becky
that.
had.
It makes sense.
I've been living in a rough leftover land, so
Is this the podcast? Are we going?
Yeah,
we're
we're going.
Welcome to the pod. Go ahead, Zach.
Okay. I cook. I try and meal prep. I cook a lot of food and then I eat it throughout the week. 'Cause I'm on my special diet. So I made a lot of some tuna steaks.
Oh,
Quack, quack.
throughout the week, you're pre-making tuna?
Well, it'll last like 2-3 days.
Okay,
Tuna only lasts a couple days.
I was going to say.
But I'm eating at lunch, dinner.
How many seeds are on the outside of your tuna?
How many what?
Seeds. You know how like sometimes there's sesame
These are
seeds?
Sesame seeds. Yeah, I'm not good at cooking, so none.
Oh, it's just seeds. You just sprinkle them
Yeah,
on.
I should. That would be good. I'm gonna tell you what. No matter what I do, I overcook these fucking steaks.
Oh, fuck.
It's just like
You're just trying to sear them, right?
no. I do them in the oven because I'm lazy as fuck.
Oh, well, that's why you're overcooking it.
Well, but I Google online and it says how you cook the tuna.
How you make a salmon steak? Or salmon steak. A tuna steak like the raw, and you want it to have that nice edge and then just be raw tuna on the inside,
Well,
right?
I guess I just don't trust myself to ever do raw fish.
Oh.
Well, I also don't you have to have a high grade sashimi quality
This was
tuna?
frozen tuna, bro.
Yeah.
That's what makes it safe.
Oh, really?
It's literally flash freezing is what makes it not have those parasites.
Interesting.
I know. So everything that is
So you're
like
telling me-
fancy sushi has been frozen. That's just like how it works. We can look it up. I'm almost.
I thought it was fresh. That was the whole
It
deal.
is fresh, but it was flash frozen to make sure you don't die.
Okay.
I don't want to
interesting.
die, so that's great. So you're telling me I can have it nice and pink in the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that
sick.
you're gonna die. But
I
it's
looked up.
interesting.
Here's how I cook.
Uh-huh.
I Google. I always forget the word, so I go oven tuna. I forget the word baked, so I Google oven
Oven tuna.
tuna, and then I click on the first result, and it says set your. Yes,
Oh,
Miles.
I don't have
That's
COVID.
embarrassing.
That was my COVID clock, and I don't have COVID.
Well,
Oh, that's good.
Well, good.
Oh no.
COVID clock.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
What's your COVID clock say?
it's been negative.
Yeah, mine's been negative.
I
too.
sound so stuffy.
I threw
though.
it away. It's gone.
That's
People
gone
keep
now.
telling me that I sound sick, and I'm like, no, it's just allergies, bro.
Yeah,
this
it
is the
is
life I
allergy
live.
time. We had a heat wave last week.
Oh my God,
Made
it was
things
horrible.
bloom.
Yeah.
All my shit in my yard is blooming. It's blooming too early. And I had a blooming onion the other day. Life is blooming.
Things are going full circle. Also, it got so cold yesterday.
It was freezing cold and raining and windy.
Weather
happening?
talk.
Weather talk.
happening?
That's what's happening here in LA in February or March, whenever you're listening.
Yeah, it might be March.
Might be
Guys,
March.
I demand to go back to my tuna.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
talk about.
So
Let's
you
get into
make
it. Let's
oven
get into
tuna.
it. Let's get
You
into
make
it.
oven tuna, and you're upset that you overcook it because
Well,
you're cooking
that's-
it in an oven.
Honestly,
which is
that
how
was
ovens cook.
that was a detour
Okay.
on the story. Kat
Yeah.
McNamara, good friend of the show.
Oh,
Very
great friend of the show.
close
Love
friend of the
Cat.
show.
Close friend.
Hey, Cat.
Top celeb.
Keep it up. You're getting an invite to my wedding, Kat. All right.
Wow.
You're a club friend of the show.
Wow.
Okay, so she sent us this Kansas City barbecue set,
Awesome.
and
Right.
and within it there was a
She
lot.
sends it to you.
She sent it to me
It's
for
addressed
us.
to you for
For
us.
everyone,
Yeah.
but I took it all.
Yeah.
And one of them was this seasoning bottle that had like salt and pepper and garlic, and it was delicious. And I've been fucking putting it on all of my food, all my veggies,
Yeah.
all my like tuna, just everything.
you
Just-
see, were you about to say salt, pepper, and ketchup?
No,
What was
no.
the third ingredient?
no garlic
lots of good
powder.
stuff.
Okay, he said salt, pepper, and ketchup. Anyway,
Delicious
Good stuff, I
and
think.
I have been a fart monster.
You think it's from the
Just-
spice blend?
And I looked into the spice blend, and the spice blend has bell pepper in it. And just that little amount, I am getting so much more sensitive. Like, because I don't know if I told this on the pod recently, I had 2 bell pepper encounters where one like
They met you in a
snuck in.
back alley.
They beat the fuck out of
Yeah.
me. One snuck into this vegan mush meal that I had, and I fully vomited
No way.
7
Whoa.
times in one night, maybe 6.
7 times.
It was like
You
because
sure
it
you
used to
didn't
just
have the stomach flu?
no, it was that.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
It's just like because it used to just be, dear listeners, that I just am a gastrointestinal nightmare.
Yeah.
But now my body's like, no, get it out. And then not but 2 weeks later, I had a meal that I did not realize had a paprika rub on it, and
yeah.
I vomited again.
Wow. Paprika too. You're allergic.
Wow.
That's paprika is crushed up bell pepper.
I did not
yeah,
know that.
that's what it
Capsicum.
is. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like it's getting rough out here in the streets. for your
Paprika
boy,
is
Zach.
a frequently used seasoning that all it does is add like a little bit of sweet and bitterness. But
Yeah.
and when you eat paprika by itself, you're like, ugh, why would anyone use this spice? And then you mix it in with stuff, and it's actually really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna have a hard time avoiding paprika
life.
forever.
Forever.
It's just like it's on everything because it gives color to food. It's basically what makes most of those rubs red.
Yeah, Nashville hot chick.
Doesn't not known for having paprika
Well,
as the
excuse
main.
me, what?
It definitely
I've
probably
made
has
it-
some, but it
I
has
made it at my house a bunch, and it's always like use cayenne and a little paprika.
Oh yeah, that's just because you want more color because you don't want to make it all be the color of cayenne pepper because then you'll burn your mouth apart.
That's true.
I definitely were about to go on the road, and I was going over my recipes with Rachel the other day, and like I was willingly
We use the word
poison-
recipe loosely.
Yeah, willingly poison my plan.
Yeah, your attempts.
My attempts. They were
Yeah.
all the ingredient lists were like willingly
Yeah.
poisoning myself. And she's like, well, you should be able to taste what you're cooking. And I'm like, yeah, but should
That's
I?
not a winning. That's not a winning recipe, Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm using heavy cream and things.
Of
It's like
course.
you have to. It's a restaurant food. Restaurant food is salty, buttery, creamy,
Meaty.
delicious, fatty.
She told me that I could make a vegan version of one of the dishes. I'm like, I'm not gonna not bring meat to a knife fight, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegan dish on a cooking show?
Yeah, right.
We literally, I think one of the competitions is going to have a vegan challenge. So,
Really?
like, you can't bring vegan when there's already room for that in the
Yeah.
show.
Make this
And you're
not-
not going to win.
Yeah.
What's
You're not
on your
gonna win.
mind today?
Well, I was actually wondering, what would you guys describe this podcast? If you were describing this podcast to somebody, how would you describe it? Because we started by talking about your tuna.
Pants
Uh-huh.
and tuna.
And we talked about
Have
Ned's
you heard the
hard
pants and tuna episode
Yeah,
of the tripod?
exactly.
Oh my God, it's so good. They talk about pants and then they talk about overcooking tuna. And then they talk about Zach who vomited 7 times.
Which is better because he used to only shit himself a lot.
That's right.
I guess it's your stomach being like, no. It's my
Yeah.
turn, not the intestines turn. It's the esophagus turn. You can only break up so many of the human food tubes at a time.
Oh, and then at the end, their producer does this thing, and they all stop paying attention.
They all go on their phones.
I always pay attention.
I always pay attention.
He always pays
It's
attention.
Ned.
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 does it. By the way, Ned's not here today.
He's gone.
Oh, you're right.
We often forget to announce when someone's not here. But
Because who cares?
We
gives
didn't
a
even
shit?
intro the show.
hey, welcome.
Welcome to the tripod, everybody. You
I
got
do-
some of us.
I love movies where they don't, or TV shows
They
where they
just
don't
start.
do the opening credits until like 25 minutes in, and you're like, oh fuck,
That was a cold open.
that's so
The show's
exciting.
almost over.
Yeah.
So exciting. when
Euphoria
they do
does that a lot, where it's just like a full other story, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm watching Euphoria. I forgot.
How would I describe the show to somebody?
Yeah.
I would say
Really good.
Really awesome.
it's 1 to 4 people, depending on.
One? I think there's at least two.
There's always two. It's always me and somebody else.
2 to 5 people talking about bullshit, and
Yeah.
thanks to the wonders of parasocial relationships,
Whoa. Let's talk about it.
we're here.
Getting into that.
That's true.
It's like it's hanging out with your buddies.
yeah.
It's a bud talk.
It's
Bud talk.
Bud
Yeah.
talk.
Hey, you know these guys from YouTube.
Here's the real truth, listeners. We all know we could try harder, but that's not what you want.
You don't want the
You don't want
you
that.
will see you see us putting on a face all the time for the videos.
This is the fake.
Unmasking.
This is
That's what it is.
look at us. We're just us. This
That's
is
right.
the real us.
That's true.
We're synthesizer loving tofu goblin motherfuckers.
Tofu goblin.
He eats
Pepper
tofu.
vomiting.
Gobbling, not
No,
goblin.
I was thinking goblin.
Goblin.
I'm the tofu goblin.
Get out of my bridge cave.
There
Are you
is-
gonna eat us? No.
You'll ruin my stomach.
I'll gobble up your soy.
Goblins typically don't eat people in mythology, do they?
I don't know. There's also a goblin. The bridge. Well, that's a troll.
That's a troll.
The troll is under a bridge. He has riddles.
And by the way, that was fucked up of you.
Sorry. Just say that Healy's under the bridge.
That trolls are goblins and goblins are trolls.
They're not the same.
They're
I don't
very
want. I want to
different.
be very clear, and I apologize.
There's
to
a
the listeners.
vast diaspora of mythical creatures.
I apologize to my fans. Goblins aren't trolls.
Goblins are typically more green.
Mm-hmm.
Trolls are typically more
Grayish.
pink gray.
Big.
pink gray.
Pink, yeah.
Pink.
Motherfucker.
Nude.
Yeah. A troll?
In my mind, troll.
What troll is pink?
I'm just going to look up troll.
Like a
well, first of
Teletubby.
all, the dolls' trolls are very pink.
Okay, well,
Yes.
troll the movie, they're all colors.
I was going to write troll.
You're thinking of Princess Poppy,
Look at troll.
and we stan, and I
the
apologize.
very first troll that comes up in Google image search
Pink.
looks like that.
That's horrifying.
They're somewhat
That's
grotesquely
fleshy.
humanoid.
Yeah, they are. And in my mind, trolls wear some clothes. Goblins don't wear any clothes.
They're pink, man. They look like people.
They're
But then also they look like that. They're
Yeah,
just
that's what I
different
was
mythology
picturing.
troll. Like
Troll
that's
in
troll
the
in the, that's
dungeon.
troll in the dungeon.
Don't let that.
Would you
But
describe
troll in the
yourself
Norse
as
mythology
pink,
like
Keith?
that. I'm pink.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
Same.
god, I'm so pink. Look at my pinkness. I've got red undertones.
Yeah.
I'm pink.
Da-ba-dee-da.
I'm pink.
Die.
Man, anyway, trolls are pink.
Tuna should be too.
Tuna and yeah, okay. So you should just take your tuna
Take your troll.
out of the fridge.
Uh-huh.
It's fresh. You should
Well, it's in the freezer, so I put it in water, a big
You
bowl
thought.
of water
You thought.
for 30 minutes,
Mhm.
yeah,
and I thaw it.
that works. So then you pat it dry.
Oh, no, it's in the plastic still.
Well, I know, but after you take it out, I
Pat
want
it
you to
dry.
pat it dry.
Pat.
Pat.
Like
with
patting
paper towels.
Pat.
And then you're gonna put your
Wait,
seasoning on
real
it.
quick. Why am I patting it?
Because you don't want excess moisture. Because I'm gonna tell you to put it in a searing hot pan.
Yeah.
I've never pat my shit ever.
Oh, you're not getting that crust.
Well, that's why. Well, yeah. So that's not why you're overcooking it, but that's why you're not getting like a nice
Okay.
firm crust.
All right,
So
keep going.
Pat it dry. Put oil on it with your spices. Get your pan hot. Add a little oil to that. When the oil just barely begins to smoke, you're gonna put that tuna in there, and you're gonna turn the heat down just a smidge because you don't want it to burn, and you don't want the oil to keep smoking up your house.
That's right.
So just like a pinch down.
Yum, yum, yum.
Then you're gonna let it sit. And you're not gonna move it for like a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Then you're gonna flip it.
Mm-hmm.
Do that for 1.5 2 minutes. Then you're gonna roll it on the edges for like sort of 30 seconds on each edge. As you roll it across, you're done.
That sounds pretty easy.
And then you let it rest for like
Yeah.
5 minutes, and then you're done. But
Thank
it has
you.
to be thawed because if it's frozen on the inside, I can't vouch for how good it'll be.
That was a good little cooking lesson. Thank you,
Yeah.
Keith. I will try that.
That works for most
I like
meat that you can have undercooked.
cooking my salmon in the oven. I like oven salmon
Oven salmon is the way to go.
because you don't have to fucking do anything.
Oven salmon should be cooked in an oven or a broiler.
And I was hoping that oven tuna would be just as easy.
Yeah, people don't like fully cooked tuna.
I don't, and I've been eating it for 14 days in a row. And
Yeah, if
God.
you're gonna get fully cooked tuna, you just get it out of a can or a pouch and turn it into a sandwich,
Yeah.
tuna salad sandwich or something.
Love a tuna salad.
Have you ever had a tuna melt?
Yeah.
I have. I'm friends with Huey Stonefish. Loves a tuna melt.
Tuna melts are really
I've
good.
only tried it a couple times, and my first bite I was like, blah. And my second bite I was like, and my third bite I was like,
You're talking tuna fish, cheese,
tomato in a
bread.
bread.
There's
that's
bread?
kind of grilled cheesed.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's buttered and seared on both sides. I had it at the Lewis's house, Alex's parents' house. And our first bite, I was like, I don't know about this, guys. And then also there's a leaf of lettuce on there sometimes too.
Love it.
Sometimes.
Iceberg.
And I ate, and the more I ate of it, more I loved it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the first bite, I was like, I don't know about this.
That actually brings me to an interesting topic that I think we can discuss.
Thank God.
The patty melt. But what?
That's a topic that you prepped for today?
No. I have other stuff on my phone, but the patty melt is concerning to me.
It's brilliant.
It's the breadification of a burger.
Or a chicken cutlet.
A patty melt could have chicken cutlet on it.
Yeah, bitch.
Wow, I've never had that.
Happiness isn't always easy, okay? Sometimes it's a thing you have to work for, but also life is inherently stressful. Being an adult is hard. I'm just gonna say it. I want to be happy all the time, but there's things getting in the way of my happiness, and I cannot tell you how good it feels to have someone to talk to. An hour a week where you can just, whatever's on your mind, let it rip. And that's why I love using BetterHelp. They'll assess you with your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You get to connect in a safe and private online environment. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. Now, you get to schedule weekly video or phone sessions, right? I love those. But also, if you have something on your mind, you can send them a message and you will get thoughtful and timely responses. So many people have been using BetterHelp. They're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. We want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/TryPod. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's betterhelp, HELP.com/TryPod. When it comes to personal hygiene, who has time to read that long list of ingredients on the back of the bottle? And here's the real thing about me. I cannot use deodorants, normal, run-of-the-mill deodorants. I have tons of skin allergies and I break out in these rashes, which is why I was so happy to find Native. Every Native product is thoughtfully formulated to keep you feeling and smelling fresh all day long, and Native deodorant is aluminum free. This year, Native has something sweet in store for their customers with their new collaboration with Tiny Cupcake Bakery, baked by Melissa. Wow! This limited edition collection is made up of 4 scents and is available in deodorant, body wash, and shampoo and conditioner. I actually got the Baked by Melissa Native collab, and I smell like a cupcake right now. Smell and feel fresh all day long with Native. Get 20% off your first order by going to nativedeo.com/tryguys or use promo code TRYGUYS at checkout. That's nativedeo.com/tryguys or use promo code TRYGUYS at checkout for 20% off your first order.
It's a patty melt.
A patty melt is meant to be a
Burger.
with cheese and some sort of Thousand Island type dressing.
That's a fucking cheeseburger.
Saturated in grease and then fried or even panini pressed
on bread. Not on a bun.
It's a sandwich burger.
I did that with chicken cutlet.
You're making a chicken cutlet sandwich.
In college.
I mean, yeah, it could be a loose interpretation of a patty melt. I think that's okay. You have dripping cheese. I mean, patty melts are so greasy because there's no other vegetable or anything really to take it away from the salt.
That's so
the
good.
Thousand Island gives you a little bit of sweetness, and that's the only thing that gives you acidity or anything. And it's just a fat bomb. Salt bomb.
What you're saying is I made a turkey sandwich, but I used duck. I made a patty melt, but I used a chicken.
I made a prime rib
By
with
the
a
way,
pork butt.
by the way, that sounds incredible. Why do we not have sliced duck at the deli counter?
Expensive.
So
That would be Well, I'm a pricey
cold
bitch.
duck is good.
I don't think it would be.
Prove
So
it.
fatty.
I can't.
Prove it.
That's the one thing I've never made is duck. It's a challenging meat
It's
and it's expensive and it's like, I'm going to fuck
Quack,
this
quack.
Well, speaking of ducks, now our little ducklings that listen to the show
Hi, little ducklings.
want some
Hey, if you're in your car right now, can you give it a little quack, quack?
quack.
No, not like that. That
Sorry.
wasn't cute.
Send a picture.
Okay, sure. Send a picture of you quacking. At Miles Bond on Twitter.
Fuck yeah. Plug the handle. Send videos
And
of you
Miles is
quacking.
going to retweet every single one if you quack. Give us a little quack. Safely, of course. Quack,
Twitter's
quack.
about to become quacker, baby.
Quack, quack. That's not cute, Miles.
Give
I
me your
want
cutest quack.
quack, quack.
No, what like a duck would do.
Quack, quack.
There we go. Keith's doing it. Zach, come on. Zach, come on. Enough fooling around. Give me the cutest quack you can do.
Quack.
You're saying.
Quack, quack.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's okay.
Quack.
But anyway, our little ducklings write in and they've got all sorts of questions and we're going to answer a couple of them today on the show.
Hell yeah. Do you want to text Ned and see if he has any questions for the pod?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you should
And
text
then you
Ned.
hit us with the first
I'll
question.
handle this first question from the fans.
From the fans. Here we go.
Fans.
From
Hey,
the
fans. It's your daddy, Keith.
It's your daddy.
It's your daddy.
Keith. All right, Keith, I want you to read this first.
Turtlenecks make mustaches look better. I love you guys so much, and your podcast brings me so much joy every week.
Woo!
This is the first time I've ever felt like I really need some advice from y'all, so here I go. Can I get a name, Zach?
Quacky McQuackerson.
Quacky McQuackerson
Love
writes,
it.
I'm a 21-year-old college student, a junior, and I've been seeing this guy for a little while, like literally just since the start of spring semester, so like 2 weeks. He's 22 and a senior, and I really like him. He makes me feel very safe and respected, and not just like a Tinder hookup. However, he had a very respectful conversation with me today about how he's a senior, which I knew, and he doesn't want to get too involved in a relationship right now because he'll be graduating soon. Responsible boy. He said he's willing to get 75% emotionally involved, question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm not really understanding what he wants, like friends with benefits or just a relationship with an expiration date. I'm still interested in him, but I don't know if it's worth my time and energy for only a 4-month relationship, if that's even what it is. I genuinely need help. Please give me any ideas. Thank you, Quacky McQuackerson.
I mean, I think
miss
it's
it.
very clear. Yeah, he just wants to hook up with someone and have some fun and then say peace. He doesn't want to do feelings. And depending on what you want, that could either be
Well,
cool.
he wants to get 75% feelings.
He wants 75%.
75% is interesting. Yeah.
He wants to cuddle too.
Oh, well,
You know?
I mean, who doesn't love good cuddle?
That's what I'm saying. He's not just looking for,
Hit it and quit it.
yeah. He's like, hit it and sleep for a bit.
He's not just trying to fuck. He's trying to kiss as well.
Yeah, he wants to kiss, hold hands, go on dates, snuggle.
It sounds like Quacky though
Hard fuck. Go
doesn't
see a
want
movie.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, in my
I think
opinion,
she doesn't know if she or they want that.
Yeah.
I feel like 4 months in college. That's great. That's a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly
That's how long they last.
a pretty good college timeline, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And plus, what's even better about it is if it does end bad, which a lot of them do, you don't have to see them for the whole summer. And for him, you'll never see him again,
Yeah, he's gone.
potentially, unless he comes back.
But you asking this question seems to posit that you know you're going to get hurt. So you got to ask yourself, Quacky, are you going to save yourself pain? I'm so phlegmy.
I can hear that.
Yeah,
And we're
and I'm-
sure that's not
I'm positive.
virus shedding.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to just really blow hard right now.
ASMR blowing.
No, I'm going to try and spare the audience. I don't want them to listen to this. Is not a good audio experience.
Well, here's what I'll say. I think that people are trying to protect themselves from getting hurt, especially in college relationships. And maybe this is controversial, but I think they should get hurt.
You cut that out, right?
No, that's in there. I'm going to boost it.
Okay, why
Mornings
do you
are
think they should
phlegmy and we do power podcasts in the morning. This is your fault.
Zach
not-
talked about his
you
tuna,
have-
then he blew into the microphone.
You have
and then-
12 hours in the day to choose, and you say, let's do it right when Zach's master phlegmster.
That's right.
I hear you, Miles.
Yeah.
Why do I think that failure is a good part of growing?
Yeah.
So I can understand why getting hurt is a good part of learning. But why do you want them to get hurt?
I don't want them
Miles
to get
hates
hurt.
our fans.
I hate our fans. I don't want them to get hurt, but I think it's like people often are like, I don't want to get hurt, so like I'm not even going to do anything. And it's like, what's the spicy chicken about? Spicy chicken man. You eat the spicy chicken and it hurts.
It hurts.
But it's so good.
But it's good too.
It's good
It's
too.
good too. And also, like, Yeah, I think you can't not do something because you're afraid. However, I do understand he has said, hey.
Yeah, right. He did.
So it's not like you're not sure if it'll work out. It seems pretty clear it won't work out. So but doesn't just because it won't be your forever love doesn't mean you may not learn something. Yeah. But also, if you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it.
For sure.
You know what? I think you should be in it if you want it. But also, you don't give him your 100%. He's giving you 75, you give him 50.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Hedge your bets.
And you want to just
You got plans. He's like, what are you doing Friday night? I got plans.
I got plans.
Well, it's like, I'm not saying like go out and cheat on him, but look around. And if there's someone else that you like, do not close yourself off to other opportunities if you feel that they should
Keep
arise.
him in the cart, but don't check out.
Whoa, that's good.
You know?
And by the way, no one's more desirable than someone who's taken.
100%.
That's true. If you're looking to get picked up by a better boy, find an okay boy. Yeah.
All right, Quacky, we've done it. We've solved it.
We've solved your problems.
Next question.
Have a good spring break.
Have a good spring break. Well, yeah, often I feel like when friends are wondering if they should hook up with each other, like it'll mess with the friend group. My advice is like always hook up.
Miles, what are you trying to say?
But I think it's just like I like it when like I've had friends in our friend group hook up with each other and it's gone terribly and they can't be in the same room. But it's kind of like,
it's fun.
Kind of
I like
fun.
it.
It is kind of fun, but it's
It
just
helps
like
weed them out naturally. You can't have so many friends.
it's just kind of fun. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's like those people want to hook, obviously. So it's like, well, you either do it now or you do it in 3 years, but you're gonna probably
happen,
It's gonna probably hook up. Yeah.
See, I had the opposite in college where hooking up with me was often an indoctrination into the friend group.
Whoa.
And then it never happened again. It was like one night, it was like, nah, this isn't right. But that she was really cool, right? Yeah, all right, cool. And then there was like our best fucking friend. One of them became my roommate.
Wow.
That's great. That's fun.
That's dope. I look good with this pillow. I can't stop looking at myself. I feel like the pillow and me like look good, right?
It does. Yeah, you look
Really
suits you.
especially with the sock.
And your
Sock is like,
chapstick.
oh,
Just
yeah.
Keith's.
I got a chapstick.
I want to, should I hug a pillow? How do I,
Oh, that kind of looks nice too.
do I look good?
That looks
It
really
doesn't
good.
like totally match you, but it feels there. But this like feels like I meant to.
We
sit
get
with
it. You nailed it.
Ooh, Miles
You're holding
got
a
the
basket.
You're sort of holding a little cloth
Ooh, from
basket.
Target. I know that one.
That's right.
Those are good. Baskets are big right now for storage.
Oh,
people
like,
like this. The
basket
basket on
for
a
in.
shelf. Basket on a shelf instead of a drawer.
Basket on a shelf.
People like the basket on a shelf instead of a drawer.
We're
I don't
hitting
really
all
know
the
why.
hot topics today.
Basket in a casket.
Basket on a shelf, tuna in the oven.
Hey, this is stuff that's around us every day. And did we ever stop and talk about it? No.
Nope.
Okay,
That's why we're here.
I got
I
another.
took out my notebook during the middle of the podcast.
What
You
did
have
you
so many
write down?
notebooks.
I love my notebooks.
I know. I found a notebook that I never filled out yesterday in my garage. And I was like, man, this wouldn't have happened to Zach. He'd be able to open it and there'd be something written down, but mine, not a damn thing. Because I just got free notebooks all the time from like where I worked or when you go to like a YouTube thing, like here's a notebook. I'm like, oh, here's some garbage for me.
I was gonna bring one of my notebooks because so I have this thing. I have this fear of permanence. Where when I get a notebook, like I always used to stress about the first page and I want it to be perfect, and I don't write on it because I don't want to. So now lately I've been trying to subscribe to what I call the Casey Neistat rule of just fucking it up.
Yeah.
Where I just take a Sharpie and just write like Zach's thing. And so I went through a bunch of notebooks yesterday and I flipped through them and I labeled what they were, like what year, what was going on. And what I found was the notebook when we first started Second Try. And I wish I had remembered to bring it here today because it had all of the ideas like for series, what we thought the channel would be, just loose brainstorming. And the thing that was the funniest to me is we came up with a plan for what would it be like to have 5 videos a week.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Thinking that we thought at one point that was possible.
That's what people did.
But we were going to do, let's see. I remember one day was going to be dedicated, do you remember this, Keith? 30-second shorts.
Do you remember that?
We had an idea because we all loved scripted content and sketches.
remember that.
And so we were going to do, this was very 2017 BuzzFeed of like identity formation. So we were going to do like, you're one tall friend, but then it had an absurdist twist. And again, this is now 4 years old, so I don't really remember it. But the note written under it is, Keith runs with a bunch of light bulbs, runs into a wall, and they all shatter, and he bleeds profusely. That was like the twist ending.
Yeah, one of them was like, it was your tall friend, and it was like, Keith, can you change this light bulb? I'm like, sure. And then I change it, and then I walk into another room, and a ceiling fan decapitates me. I remember the
really
decapitation.
funny.
Like, it was, often mine ended in just blood everywhere.
In death.
Yeah.
That is really funny.
It's like, it's really nice to be tall.
It's like relatable. Tall friends know.
Yeah, and then it has just a dark twist. Honestly, they were TikToks.
Yeah. We were ahead of the time.
We were like, TikTok can't even.
Yeah.
So we had 30-second sketches on Monday. I remember Wednesday was Wonder Wednesdays.
Whoa.
And it was going to be a new pilot every Wednesday. And I showed that to Nick, our producer, and he went, you fucking idiots.
We were dreamers.
Wow.
Saturday was going to be like Try Guys hero show. What were the other fucking days?
Probably there was some sort of like simple format, repeatable format that was on.
Oh, there was a try-on day.
Yes, try
We're
on
going to
day.
do that
costume.
once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like Thirsty Thursday, just us being hot as fuck in a montage of like cool music.
It was also cool seeing there were some themes that like, okay, we never made that show, but we were interested in that and have they come out other places. So there was a lot of cooking stuff and like recreating other. Oh, here's my favorite idea. It was called Hey Guys. And it was just a compilation video of different YouTubers saying, hey guys.
Oh, I still think that's a good idea.
Can we
Hey,
have
guys.
our second Try channel do that?
What's
Hey,
up, guys?
Hey,
Hey
guys.
guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey guys. It's the right way to do it.
There was a study years ago that if you said hey guys within the first, it was like 3 to 5 seconds of your video, it had X% chance of performing better. And it was about this study that showed like it was just the breakdown of making it feel like familiar and that it is intimate. You're creating a connection between you and the audience.
Do you think that's still true?
I don't know. You want to test it?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Hey guys, welcome to the podcast.
Hey guys.
Hey, guys. Well, I guess that's parasocial, I guess. It's making you feel like we're just sitting down
We're
for
friends.
coffee.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, and then another one was called. It was a documentary series about people at the age 25, different 25-year-olds around the world. So at 25, and our comp was that it was the movie Babies, but about millennials.
Oh.
And I actually do think that's kind of fascinating.
It's
Just like
interesting,
what different 25-year-old. Like, I mean, there's a 25-year-old who's fucking stockbroker, and there's a 25-year-old who's like drowning in debt. There's a 25-year-old who's a single parent. There's a 25-year-old who's a farmer. There's
Yeah. I've always thought it would be interesting to do a documentary series where you just focus on a totally random, regular person and you make a fascinating documentary about them. Like it could
that
be,
is what
like,
documentaries are.
Well, no, I know, but like a man, like it's just, you're just like, I don't know, walk up to somebody on the street and just be like, hey, I have this proposition for you, and make like a 45-minute short about their fascinating life.
Well, you know, it'd be cool if you did that. I think you would need to break down the artifice of the documentary itself and have the documentarian as a character trying to figure out what makes this person randomly fascinating.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Amazing Jonathan documentary?
No, I haven't.
It's kind of that. It's this. It starts out, and without spoiling it, it's a documentary about this guy, Amazing Jonathan, who was given said he had terminal cancer. And then he was alive like 10 years later, so they do this documentary about him. But during the course of the documentary, he hires an alternate documentary crew from Netflix to make a documentary about him. So the documentary guy who's making it's like, what the fuck? And the director becomes a character being like, why is this guy pitting us against other documentary crews? Like, what is happening? And it is fascinating.
Isn't there a magician who's like,
that's it. The Amazing Jonathan.
He's so goofy.
It's crazy. The guy is fucking
The guy
crazy.
is hilarious.
He's crazy.
I mean, I remember seeing him on like, I don't know, maybe HBO showed Magic sometimes.
Yeah.
And I saw him and I was like, well, this guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's almost more comedy than magic, but there is magic happening, but a lot of the tricks just fail.
Yeah.
And that's the act.
It's a carrot top kind of.
It's even more, it's just like it doesn't actually do a trick.
No.
It looks like a magic show, but it's not. There's very little magic that happens. But then at the end he does magic. It's like, oh, he can do magic. He just purposefully failed like 10 tricks in a row.
do that? All right, little chickens. We got another question for you here.
Quack.
Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Quack, quack.
Cheap, cheap, cheap. Hey, if you're driving in your car, why don't you do a little cheap, 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 and maybe
Here we
send a video or photo to at Keith Habs.
Keith
He's
Habs.
gonna like every single one.
Send me a
Chicken
photo of you saying cheap, cheap.
Cheap, 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 cheap.
How y'all doing tonight? I'm not drunk, but I am trying to hold my shit together long enough on this weed gummy to send you a semi-coherent email. I need you to settle a debate that has sparked impassioned discourse in my family. Both sides see themselves as obviously right, and it's infuriating.
There's no way this person's on an edible.
Well,
that were like 6 4-syllable words in a row.
I'm trying to hold my shit along on this week. Yeah, that's true.
maybe they just took it.
Maybe.
On a Zoom call with my brother, sister, and my sister's boyfriend, we got talking about how many holes underwear have. This is not the debate, so I won't litigate this part too much. But
Maybe it should be.
How many holes?
But for those listening at home, we generally settle on there being one central cavity for your pelvis, legs, downstairs mix-up with 3 openings, the waist and the 2 leg spaces, plus an additional opening in undies made for people with penises, the fly.
Wait, whoa. So the top hole is different than the 2 bottom holes? I consider that 3 holes.
Yeah, that is 3 holes.
Yeah.
And then a 4th hole for the fly.
Or is she saying that it's just one hole that's
she's saying
diverges?
she's saying what we're saying.
Okay.
But I bet the debate was similar to the straw argument.
Yes. So once the fly hole was brought up, I said something to the effect of, I don't know why they even put a fly on underwear anymore. I think this person's identifies as a boy.
Okay.
I don't know why they even put a fly on underwear anymore. I literally never use it. Does anyone? Why would I go through the gate when I could just pull down the waistband in the front and go over the fence? My sister's boyfriend
We've certainly talked about
quickly
this. It's
agreed,
hilarious.
saying that he always goes over the fence. And we both emphasize the quick draw efficiency and zipper avoidant nature of this strategy. My brother, looking bewildered, disagreed, saying that he always goes through the gate. After heated cross-examination, we ascertained that he doesn't even unbutton his fucking pants when he goes through the gate. He just unzips, aligns the fly holes, and yanks that dangle out through the teeth of the zipper.
Jesus.
On the later Zoom, we
need to slow this down for our female listeners to understand. So there is obviously the fly on your pants, and then there's a fly in underwear. So you theoretically...
But they're very different.
They're different. Because
it's almost like a piece of fabric and a piece of fabric, and that you'd have to draw an S to get through it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's buttoned.
Sometimes it's buttoned, and then there's less of an S. But in a boxer brief, it's sort of like
you have to
take a left, take a right, take a left.
Yeah.
And now you're through. And then there's a zipper, and we're going through.
Exactly. It's like a privacy screen for your dick.
It's a treacherous road to travel.
It's scary.
And going through the teeth of the zipper can be
scary,
concerning.
And I'm going to tell you what, I've done it.
So
I don't think I've ever done it.
I think I've done it, but not anymore.
Maybe
So
I'll
he says,
try it.
and he also, we roped our dad into this conversation. He also goes through the gate. What do you guys do? Are you hopping the fence or going through the gate? Am I delusional to say that going through the gate is obsolete, unnecessarily time consuming, and hazardous? Or are we fence hoppers in the wrong here?
Okay.
Please help people.
Do you think that, isn't there way more likelihood for a pubic hair to get caught in the zipper on entry or exit and just be ripped out of your nether regions?
We've all seen There's Something About Mary.
Right?
And that
that's
fear
ridiculous, but hilarious.
But
even just the hair, like just a hair being yanked out or a couple hairs. I just don't think it's worth it. You definitely go over the fence.
Wait, hang on. I'm trying to think of what I even do. So when I have to pee, no, I'm going through the gate.
You're going.
Are you double gating?
So what are you unbuttoning your pants? You're unbutton your pants.
Pull down the fly.
I don't even unbutton my pants. I just yank my pants.
You just go down and then dick.
I undo my belt buckle.
You undo your belt buckle.
Really nice.
Really?
I unbutton the button. And then the top of the underwear comes down.
Yeah.
And then out comes my penis. And then if there's not too many people in the room, I'll immediately start peeing. But if there's a lot of hubbub in the room, maybe it takes a second.
Nervous energy.
There's a lot of things going on. And then I finish a shake or two. And then
another shake or two just in case.
And then another shake or two just in case. And
then
we're
getting a little older, so maybe just another shake.
Then it just sort of, then you just go whoop, whoop, zip, that's what it sort of feels like. So you're saying you unzip.
I unzip and let me think. I go boom.
Do you guys not? I just pull my.
You pull it out you go.
I honestly, when I read this, I was like, that's crazy. But I think
what do you do? Show me.
Let me
stand up,
practice and think.
Yeah, I need to as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I don't even have to think. I know how I yank my wiener out.
Yeah, I'm going through the gate. I'm unzipping, reaching in. Oh, you know what? This is crazy. I'm unzipping, going in, and going. I'm going over the fence and through the gate.
Over the fence and through the gate to grandmother's urinal we go.
You are going over the fence of your underwear and through just the
gate
open
of my
zipper.
pants.
But you keep the button closed?
No, the button's open. I don't have buttons on my underwear.
No, I'm talking about your
button
pants.
of your pants.
Yeah. So I'm unzip. I feel like I pull my dick out.
How do you not know?
Because it's like
four
when
times a day.
I have a bunch of different pants.
you dance so many times, and then only when you're trying to figure out the moves does it really,
That was beautiful.
Thank you. But I think
that's true.
I'm unzipping, and then I'm reaching in, and then kind of like pulling my dick over and through the hole.
I've done all of these things.
My question is, do you keep your pants buttoned?
Yes, because I have a
That's
belt buckle.
lunacy.
Well, it sounds like if you want to move, your pants are going around your ankles at the urinal.
No, my pants are never so baggy and so heavy that they risk falling down.
Fully all the way down.
I don't wear sweatpants.
Yeah.
I don't wear cozy. I don't like cozy clothes. I had a whole talk about this with some other people. I don't wear cozy clothes. I'm cozy in proper clothes.
If I had sweatpants though,
Yeah.
I'm going over the fence.
Well,
Well,
that's
you
the
have
only
no
option.
choice.
Yeah.
Ain't no fly.
I go through
fly.
the sleeve on
The bottom of your
I
pants,
lift
right?
my
Yeah,
ankles up.
And your dick's so long that you...
It's true.
Here's a question.
Legendary.
So I've done all these things. I can't say that I'm firmly on one team or the other. I think
Yeah.
it depends on my mood. What I will often do. This is okay, listeners. If you want to fast forward 30 seconds, I wouldn't blame you.
I think this is fascinating.
take my testicles out sometimes, and I'll rest them on the band.
No, I'll do that too.
just to get a little air,
100%. Almost every time.
just to cool
The
it down.
whole party's coming out.
It's not
Just
needed. It's
Take a breath. No, absolutely
absolutely
not.
not. That's more just for me.
It is. It feels more comfortable. It feels better for peeing.
Yeah.
Is it because the weight of your testicles?
No, it has nothing.
The underwear.
No, I think
No,
it's
it's
because
the
you're-
temperature.
And also, like, you're kind of almost pinching the hose, right? When you just
Sure.
have the waistband on the penis
no,
itself. You know? It's sort of like a kink in the hose in the garden. It's like, where did my water go? And like Jeffrey's standing on the hose, like, Jeffrey, get off of that thing.
Yeah.
And then the flow occurs. But
I
I think
agree
the
with that.
balls being out, the whole thing, it's just a more comfortable experience. I feel like it's faster. There's less thought about it.
I get that. Are you folders or bunchers
What do you even mean by that?
with the toilet paper? Are you
a folder.
folders?
I wrap
Nah.
around the hand.
and then you're folding. Because I feel like I have to bunch to get roughage.
yeah, I bunch.
I might bunch near the end.
I turn it
of
into
the,
a torpedo. I
just-
roll it in my
cigar.
hand.
That's
and then
disgusting.
I
You boys are disgusting.
fucking
You
shove
boys
it
are
up there.
disgusting.
All right, let's get out of this potty talk.
boys are
This is
Sorry, but yeah,
disgusting.
that is fascinating. Going over the fence.
But
through
how
the
many
hole.
holes do underwear have?
I think it's one for the leg.
Leg, waistband, fly. 4.
4.
plus the little holes from
I
being worn
wonder
over time.
what number their family thought it was.
Well, I guess
because
you
it can't just be one since there's 2 leg holes.
Like a straw. How many holes does a straw have?
A straw has 2
Guys,
holes,
I've got
in
a
my
special writing question from Ned Fulmer. Okay, Ned
opinion. Fan of
says,
the pod.
oh, this is a good one. If you could choose a body part from this is not what I thought it was. Okay. If you could choose a body part from each of the other guys to put on your body to make it more fuckable, which would you choose and why?
Whoa.
Each guy's dick.
All 4.
on your
Four.
down.
That makes me the most fuckable.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
All right,
4
Keith
dicks.
wins.
I win.
When I read that, like very briefly, I thought it was if you could choose another body part to be fuckable. Wait, you could now fuck my knees.
If my arms could be fucked.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 5 of us. We're objectifying Miles in
Yes,
this as well.
absolutely.
I'm down.
So obviously Keith's lips.
Well, yeah.
They're big.
They're fucking big.
I was going to say,
DSLs.
I think people would also want my legs, potentially. Get a lot of height.
Mm-hmm.
Got strong
You
calves.
wish.
I think some people would be interested in the legs.
The whole leg.
The gams are nice.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
They're
They're
pretty
smooth.
nice gams. But I also agree the lips are a good choice.
Now here's a tough one. Do we want Ned's natural rump or Eugene's muscular rump? Because he's been working out.
Ned's legs.
Yeah, but his
knees fucked up.
knees. Well,
he
what if we
does?
take
Yeah.
his
It's
what do you
better
call
now.
this? Tibula.
His tibia?
His
Ti-
thigh.
tibia.
His tibia.
Thigh. The tibia is the
His
ankle.
thigh through the butt.
What is the thigh called?
Maybe we just want Ned's butt.
Ham bone?
You want Ned's ass?
I feel like if we take the whole leg, that's cheating.
Yeah.
Huh. I think it's okay to take the leg. I think well, I would take
His rump, Eugene's hair, and my ankles. February's the month of love, and you know who really deserves some love? You! That's who. I think you deserve love. And what says self-love like playing a little game? That's right, we're talking about Best Fiends. It's a little break. It's like imagine it like a spa for your brain, but it's not a spa, it's a puzzle. And it's not just a puzzle, it's an interactive game where you collect little critters and friends. Okay, Best Fiends is the mobile puzzle game that anyone can download and play. Whether you have a few minutes or a few hours, Best Fiends is the perfect puzzle game to unwind with because you're having so much fun. The game has tons of cute characters that help you solve thousands of fun puzzles, and the more you play, the more characters you collect, and the more you win, the more challenges you face. I'm currently on level 232, okay? I have been playing this game forever, and every time I go on, they're always adding new characters. Ready to give your brain some TLC? Download Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends. To keep the new year positivity going, Audible has created a destination for complete well-being that delivers inspiration, encouragement, and actionable steps no matter what your goals are. At audible.com/wellbeing, Audible editors have curated a number of titles featuring experts in a wide range of self-care and self-development categories, from mastering your emotions and improving relationships to getting in shape and finding more success at work and home. Among the listens are brand new titles from some of the most inspiring original voices in the genre, including best-selling self-help expert Mel Robbins, the 5-second rule start here, who returns with a new podcast called Here's Exactly What to Do. You got Coach Pamela, who's created Mastering the Skill of Reinvention, which can help you turn the life you dream of into the life you live. Listening opens up a world of opportunities for discovering insights wherever you are, and these titles can give you the confidence and the motivation you need to build the life you deserve. Audible.com/wellbeing.
I might take.
You really think about
I almost said to Miles, lift up your shirt,
Miles, give me a spin.
I might just trade torsos with Miles because basically
I don't know.
we're the same, but you
Yeah.
have less flab than me.
Do you think I do?
Absolutely. Look at you.
Oh, Miles has back pain now.
I do have back pain.
Oh,
I do have
Can
pretty.
I steal just the front?
Just
of
the belly?
Just the belly chest?
I do have bad back right now, but
What have you been doing on the? I feel like you look slimmer.
I think it's the shirt. You did? Well, actually, you know what? I have been doing physical therapy for the last 2 months, so I have gotten stronger.
That might be
My back
part of
pain
it.
has stayed exactly the same, but I have gotten a little stronger.
Yeah.
I played pool basketball the other day, and I fucking crushed.
I'm sorry, pool basketball?
That's right. My friend.
Oh, you were in a pool.
in a pool playing.
I was picturing a pool
Billiards.
table. Billiards.
shooting.
You have
shooting
to throw the ball,
balls.
nothing but net into the pockets.
So painful if you get hit.
You gotta wrestle while you do it.
Yeah, I was
Don't forget
on
to
the table.
dribble.
I was in a pool playing basketball, and I dominated. I felt like Wolverine.
Well, you're a giant.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
But I think I had because of PT, I've been doing like lots of core work and leg work and stuff.
Hey man, it's a long journey.
Yeah,
You can't expect changes overnight. Keep at it.
I'm keeping at it, and I'm getting a spine guy to be like, "Hey, let me see those gams."
Okay, so now if you could choose a body part to be like an additional fuckable body part,
Yeah,
what would that be?
to use,
Yeah,
but the hands don't count because I feel like they're already kind of a fucking.
that's probably true. And we're either going male or female here. You know, you can have whatever part.
Just before we move on, I want to make clear that I want Zach's penis.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Just
And
like-
same.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I think, Eugene's hair, I don't know. Eugene's hair is so much labor. I'm lazy.
But that'd make you more fuckable.
Yeah, maybe I would just take his arms, though.
Eugene's
His arms or like his fucking jawline.
Oh, he's got a really nice
That's
jaw.
a good
His jawline's
one.
intense.
He's
Yeah.
got a strong jaw.
That's a strong.
Isn't
Oh,
it
no,
part-
I'd take his stomach.
Because he's shredded.
No, I take
No,
his inside stomach
his
because he's
stomach.
got an iron gut.
He can digest anything.
He can eat anything.
that's
That's
pretty
what I
cool.
want.
Yeah, you know how many.
We're thinking
coituses I've
about
had to-
physical attributes. We got to think about the inside.
You don't want to be trying to hold in a fart during your coitus.
No.
That'll ruin the mood.
It's gonna totally ruin the mood.
better than farting.
Yeah, do you guys fart in front of your... We've talked about this before, but...
Yeah, but not during coitus if you can avoid it, right? That's
No,
not what
you
you
don't wanna
want.
fart.
Nobody
You
wants.
can avoid
If
it.
you can avoid it, Jesus
Foitus.
Christ. I mean, hopefully you're not entering the room with a risk, but sometimes you do. It's better to hold it than to let it go.
Yeah.
It's ain't frozen over here, ladies.
Let it go.
Let it
There you go.
go.
I gotta turn this off.
It was a good one,
That
Ned.
was good.
I'm gonna thank him.
I have one final question from the audience here.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. This one's also about... Okay. Good day. I'm a little Tennessean who moved to Aurora, Colorado with my husband 3 years ago. I also started teaching middle school special education at the beginning of the panty party and thought that was the worst school year we could possibly have. Joke's on me. What does this have to do with... Oh, yeah. I'm turning 30 on February 12th and I need a good time. For starters, my body is slowly dying every day, and the closer I get to 30, the more I'm reminded of this. Yes, I know it only gets worse. No, that helps me not one bit. Secondly, middle schoolers in Aurora are a special breed now. That special breed has been conditioned by lockdown to present even more antisocial behavior than usual. Talking fights every day, talking paramedics at the school every week. I'm also talking bringing a Corona Light to school and drinking it out of a paper bag as if no one is going to know or make fun of you because that ain't no quote 45 dummy.
Familia.
Very funny. All this to say, I'm getting the fuck out of here for a weekend and coming to LA and the surrounding area. We found cheap flights that fit within my measly teacher salary, and neither me nor my husband have been to California. So what do? We will be in the area for 2 days. How do you recommend this time be spent? We know, fucking and sucking. But aside from that, are there any must-dos?
That's not what you should do when you're vacationing for only 2 days.
Yeah, right.
Don't waste your time fucking and sucking. You gotta see the sights.
Yeah.
Eating and creeping, baby.
Creeping. But that's a good question. I brought that in because I think it's like, how do you spend the best vacation possible?
In Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles specifically, but I think also you can broaden it
What
to...
days are they here on a weekend?
I think it's a weekend.
And also, here's the thing. Where you are staying in Los Angeles will dramatically change
Affect,
your experience
yeah.
because this is not a city, it's a diaspora. It is
Yeah.
spread out.
It's
Second
different.
time I used diaspora in this episode.
Whoa.
And,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Really cool.
It is spread the fuck out. Very different.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had. Let me start this sentence over. I was thinking about what I was going to do with Brian and Liz, who were coming to town on this weekend because we have a wedding. But they're going to come in early. We're going to hang out. But on one of the days, Becky has to do something, so it's just going to be the three of us. I'm like, what can I do on a Sunday afternoon that's specifically LA? And I realize where you want to go is the Melrose Trading Post because it is the quickest way to see every type of person who lives in Los Angeles in 1 hour.
Melrose Trading Post is right in the smack dab center of town.
Yeah.
It's off of Fairfax, which is a very cool
It's
area
in the
to
middle
shop
of
and
a
walk
cool
around.
food mecca as well.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to go there, and it's going to cost you $5 to get in.
This is on Sunday.
$5? I don't want to spend that. Like, yeah, you do. It's
you
worth
do.
it.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to walk around to a million different vendors, mostly selling similar stuff. But it's
You got clothes, you got thrifty clothes, you got little fun plants, you got little
furniture, decor,
knickknacks, yep.
antiques. But you're also going to see the unofficial fashion show of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
point.
unbelievable. It is the best people watching you can get. And the other day, I saw a man, he was just walking in a velvet red robe and flip-flops. And it was the most
Gorgeous.
fluffy robe, and it was like, this is not like this is the only clothes I have. This is what I wanted to wear to the Melrose Trading Post today.
Was
It
that
like,
me?
No, but it was so funny. And then you also see like lots of hip people, lots of people who are like young people wearing heels. I'm like, what are you doing? It's a parking lot. It's the middle of the day. Don't wear heels here. But people are trying to, it's a fashion show. People go there to be seen.
Yeah.
And then there's also people who aren't there to be seen. They're just eclectic.
Yeah, and if you're going to do that, then go up and down Fairfax.
Yeah.
Do your shopping, get your food. Here's really what you want to do. Center your trip around food. LA is arguably the food capital of America right now. The food scene is fucking dope.
Out
So
of control.
you can't go wrong depending on what area you're going to be in. My two go-tos for tourists and for visiting people, they're as far apart as possible in distance. So if you're going to be on the west side, do a lovely bike ride along the ocean.
The beach. Yeah.
Venice
yeah.
Beach. Do not go to the beach. People, you think like, oh, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm going to go to the beach. No, the beach kind of sucks.
It's not that kind of beach.
Fine. You don't want to go in the water. It's going to be cold. It's filled with poo-poo.
Some of the beaches are football fields long.
They're huge. They're not nice.
Water. You'll never get to the water.
So far.
But you can rent a bike, ride up and down.
Yeah,
it's lovely.
That is the best.
Venice is insane and super duper crowded. And you're going to...
But if you go on Abbot Kinney to like all those little shops...
Abbot Kinney's lovely.
That's like where I tell people to go because it's the most... When you think of LA, it's like that's kind of what you think of. It's like fancy shops, palm trees, it's beachy.
Yeah. You can walk into Warby Parker.
Walk into Warby Parker, get some new glasses.
Don't go to Hollywood Walk of Fame.
No.
Don't go to Rodeo Drive.
Hollywood
Don't go to Hollywood.
You don't really, it's not, you can't actually afford anything there and you're not going to see a celebrity. That's not going to happen.
Good luck finding
If
parking.
you want to see a celebrity, go out to brunch in Los Feliz.
100% yes.
That's where you'll find one.
Yes.
So go out to brunch in West Hollywood. That's where you'll see one. And pick the cutest brunch spot and go at 11.
Go to Little Dom's for dinner.
You will probably see someone there. Little Dom's isn't my favorite. It's good. It's good.
But it's
good.
not. It's where you see celebs.
But you will see celebos.
Stay up late, get a street taco. And I want you to go to the truck that you go, I'm not sure that this is okay.
And it's going to be
Get
cheapish.
Pastor.
Yeah,
Pastor
fuck
weekend.
it. Get Al Pastor.
Find a place that has an Al Pastor spit.
Yeah. There's going to be a guy out there. It's going to be very unclear to you when it's your turn.
And he's like in the middle of a parking lot, just slicing meat off of
And he's going to
big...
catch pineapple in the air. And you're going to be holding a plate, and they're going to tell you, I want 3 tacos. They're like, okay, go over there with your plate. I'm like, okay. And then you're going to stand around, and you're not going to be sure. And then eventually you'll have them. Well, that's your advice for when you're visiting here on February 12th, which is long in the past. Happy birthday. Hope you figured out what you did.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And that was at the beginning of your question.
Wait, she said February 12th?
Yeah. It's too late, but someone else can learn.
It's already too late.
It's already too late. Not only is the episode, but we're recording it, and it's
the
too
weather's
late.
been kind of shitty this week. I hope you had a good time.
If they were here on the 12th, that was actually when it was still hot. They got the hot weekend. That actually probably was a really fun time because they could have gone to a rooftop pool if they knew about that option.
Oh, we didn't even mention that.
Yeah, there's rooftop pool at the
Okay,
Westin. Yeah, anyway. But if you need advice outside of your trip to LA, boy, have we got you covered. Introducing the one, the only advice king of Los Angeles, Miles Bonsignore.
Ooh.
Gimme. I need some knowledge from you.
I need advice.
Wow, it's a real one.
Yeah, I do a real one every once in a while now.
Ooh. You hear that? Oh, I think it's time. Time for advice.
Talent.
Gonna hit you.
Pick it up.
What's up, Miles Nation? Thank you so much, Ingrid.J.J on
Beautiful.
That
SoundCloud.
was really excellent.
That was submission.
Good.
That was beautiful.
hot.
Pretty good production.
I feel like we're
skills
about
there,
to
too.
all make love.
Real beautiful, real sexy. I'm going to play that next time. Me and my wife are doing it.
Very
Now-
nice.
What's up, everybody? Have you ever wanted your breakfast to be a little party?
I actually love my breakfast. I eat the same thing every day and I don't want to change.
Are you making huevos rancheros?
Have you ever wanted your life to just feel like a little pillow?
Okay, I'm
Oh,
back.
is this the thing you were talking to me about before?
Yummy, yummy. I want to eat something really good in the morning, but I don't want to feel guilty.
Eggs.
I'm talking about diving.
Oh no.
Oh, you're eating a muffin. He's eating a muffin.
Have a muffin for breakfast. Now,
This is a really good new advice. I've never heard this idea of having this breakfast food for breakfast. Go on.
You might be thinking, I don't think I want to have a muffin.
But you might be thinking, muffins? That's a lunch food.
That's a food that's cake. But I want you to eat a muffin, and I don't want you to feel guilty about it. I had a muffin this morning, and I felt bad about myself for a change. And I thought, why am I shaming myself for having a muffin? There's no shame in having a muffin.
No.
It's a muffin, for God's sake.
It's a
little bit of sugar.
It's very sugary.
But
unless you're eating
who
like
gives a shit?
Your doctor probably.
I mean, health is bullshit. I don't think any of it's real. People say there's too much sugar in freaking fruits, and I say, get out of my kitchen, Dr. Oz.
They shouldn't be in your kitchen. That's
Well,
true.
but people are saying smoothies are bad, yogurt's bad, granola's bad.
said smoothies?
Now muffins are bad.
I think there are types of muffins that are like the chocolate chip chocolate muffins. Those are clearly bad.
The
But
world's on fire, Keith.
You get your fibrous muffins.
The
then those
oceans
are
are
brand.
rising and the storms are brewing. Politics is bad.
say politics is bad or back.
And the taxes are bad too.
That's for
the
fucking
government
sure.
doesn't give a shit about you.
Why
So
don't they just
have a muffin?
Why
for
don't they
breakfast?
just charge us? Why do they make us figure it out? Why don't they
Yeah.
just be like,
And they know, by the way.
we saw your bank account
Yeah, they
and
know.
this is how much you owe. Like,
They-
great, cool, bro. Here.
You know that they do know.
I know they know.
They know exactly how much it should be paid.
They want you to fuck up so they can
Yeah.
charge you more.
They
Exactly.
think
That's the
they
government.
know.
They think they know.
I've
They
got
think
my
they know.
secret
That's true.
accounts.
But everything's bad. So
Offshore.
just have the muffin.
Okay.
So
If you're spiraling right now,
As I clearly
have a
am.
muffin.
Yeah, have a muffin.
It's okay to have a muffin now and then if you're really losing it.
It'll calm you down and it's
how
fluffy.
how are you doing, Miles?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I get
I've
that.
recently been trying to treat myself because, the world's on fire and I'm worried about the super hurricanes.
Ice Age heat wave can't complain.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's sing.
So Miles, let's
Here we go. Let's sing.
Here we go.
Let's sing.
Let's do
Hey,
it.
Hey,
Come
let's
on,
get
Zach.
a sing song.
Hey.
Okay, I'll let you guys end it for the first time
till
ever.
next time. Here we go. Let's sing.
Well, times have changed. Whoa, whoa, government hates me.
This is a really hard tune to jump in on. Whoa, inflation's got me feeling some way, and I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna fuck this muffin.
Put your dick in a muffin.
Until next time, stay beautiful.